guys were talking about it. On paper, probably a game you guys felt like you should win, but like you mentioned, this place is not. This place is not on paper.
That is as well coached of a football team with as much tradition, as much excellence, workout. As far as standard of excellence, I should say, as any program in the state of Michigan. So if you think you're going to walk in here and just take a win because they're going to give it to you, it's just not going to happen. If you beat them, you have to earn it. And tonight was no exception. They're well coached. They're fast. They're physical, and they're going to be a good football team. They're going to go ahead and play a lot of football here between now and the end of the season.
It was a bit of a sloppy first half, a couple of turnovers. You guys were still ahead, but you guys certainly came out and put on a real clinic for about 5 or 6 minutes there to take a big lead. What were the big things that you guys did well in the halftime?
Well, the thing was that you're absolutely right. Turnovers, a couple of, sloppy play in general. So we challenged our kids to clean it up. As far as, what we thought we really needed to, do differently as far as, scheme or anything. It's kind of hard to tell that sometimes when, you're just kind of making unforced errors. So that was the challenge. If we had to make, adjustments from there, well, then so be it. But our kids just went ahead and they played a really clean third quarter specifically. I thought the first drive out where we were able to march down was really, really important. And, that was really big for us.
And you guys were able to do a little bit of passing, a little bit of running. It was a little bit of everything in the menu tonight.
Yeah, you know what? I thought that, we did something last week where we were a lot more balanced than we traditionally have been, just as far as using the whole field. So as frustrating as last week was, we also knew that there was a lot of good things that came out of that. So we wanted to go ahead and build off of that and make sure that, we ended up with a win on it. So that was really a big deal for us as well. So, really building off of what we did last week that was successful, and then obviously coming back with a win. We've had to play all the blue teams on the road this year. That's always difficult. It's just playing them is difficult because of the standard of excellence there. So this is a really nice turnaround after having the adversity we faced last year.
There at the end of the game, you were talking to the guys about your guys' ceiling, if you guys could clean it up. Just talk about what you think that ceiling could be.
Well, you know what? We played against a team that's arguably one of the best in the state of Michigan last week, and we lost in double overtime in a back-and-forth game. And, we've played, excellent defense all year long. We've been, at times, our offense has looked really dynamic. At other times, we've gone ahead and shot ourselves in the foot. So, my thought process is if we can keep a clean game, we do have a high ceiling, and, why not start reaching for the stars? Last week was a great test for us. And I think you alluded to that last week. And this week was a bigger test in the sense of, we had to come off of a tough loss, and we had to go on the road in a place that we haven't had a lot of success at. And I think we passed that test this week, so that was really a big positive, especially going forward for next week. Going into the playoffs, you always want to have some momentum, and especially against a good football program. And, that's important.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.